I've been trying to think of a catchy intro to this video, but there's no other way to do it because earlier this morning I posted the video on my other channel. Make sure you follow me on GNU Unfiltered. Make sure you're subscribed there right here on these YouTube streets. I posted a video about Tebogo Malaka. Yes, the CEO, the oxygen tender CEO, the 800 million rands, and most importantly, or most outrageously, the 60,000 rands bribe in Stellenbosch that she says, no, that wasn't a bribe. No, 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 that was a trap. Well, she's back. I posted a video about the interview she did. I don't know why people don't listen to Mzansi Unfiltered. I don't know why. And I blame it on the family members and friends for not subscribing on this channel. Because how many times should I say? Silence can never be misquoted. So anyway, she did the interview. Let me just say, spoiler alert, she made matters worse. The interview ends with her saying, is it because I'm a black woman? Or is it because I'm a CEO, a female CEO? Because all the other CEOs are male. And for that reason, she lost my empathy, sympathy, anything that listen, I was out here giving her a fair chance to explain herself. If there's one thing, there's always the saying, you are innocent until proven guilty. The problem is she's proving herself guilty more than innocent. And stay away from interviews. Stay away from podcast tours. Don't do it. But on that note, that is one of the prominent female cases that might be upcoming. We will see. Of course, I'll be following that one closely. But then we also had Nosiviwe Maphisa-Nqakula.
So that on the 21st of November, we have a clear direction. What are just?
Back inside Phakathi within the court. And let me tell you, if you follow the SENZO MEYIWA trial, you should have recognized that she was inside within Phakathi, the exact courtroom for Judge Rata. And not only that, Mr. Jonas, Mr. Interpreter, was right there representing the interpretation for her. She stormed out of court, ladies and gentlemen. She of course she didn't, she's not in contempt of court. As soon as the judge says adjourned, let me tell you something. This woman was already in tears, okay? She was already in tears. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Mzansi Unfiltered Court Edition. We are visiting another courtroom. This one is a brief session, but wow. Let me give you some background to Nosiviwe Maphisa-Nqakula's case. Corruption case, let me add it. Do you see the rhyme now? Do you see why I tied her in with the Tebogo Malaka corruption allegedly in Dun is happening over there in the Cape Town at IDT? Let me know. Okay, drop a 1 in the comment section down below if you see the corruption similarities. But let me go back to the former Speaker of the National Assembly. She went from being Speaker of the National Assembly to prison. No. You know what? I gotta tell it like it is. She went from being Speaker of the National Assembly to warrant of arrest, to handing herself into the police, to in the same day inside Phakathi within the magistrate court, to receiving bail. Must be nice. She received bail because of her medical conditions, and she has a chronic condition, which therefore she wouldn't be able to get her medication inside Phakathi within the court. So she was granted 50,000 rands bail. So that is why you're able to see her run out of the courtroom. I imagine she was just overwhelmed that I can't believe this. This is continuing. Nobody's dropping charges. They're going all the way. I am ANC dun. But let me just go back and give you a full intro on what's going on and why she ended up crying. So please, if you're watching this video for the first time, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? This helps the channel grow and it definitely motivates me as the creator. Let's get into it. Why does this feel like these are the end days of the ANC? But anyway, we are not there. This is not a political discussion. But let's go ahead and give you a background on Nosiviwe Maphisa-Nqakula. Okay? She is a long-standing figure in the African National Congress, popularly known as ANC. She served in multiple high-profile roles as a black woman, of course. If you know, you know. She served as the Minister of Defense and Military Veterans from 2012 all the way to 2021. Long-standing, if you ask me. And then she also served as the Minister of Correctional Services. That was from 2009 to 2012. And then she was also the Minister of Home Affairs from 2004 to 2005. And then most recently, the one that has landed her in this position. Well, no, this is not the one that landed her inside Pagati within the court, but it is the position she was serving at the time of her arrest. So the Speaker of the National Assembly since 2021 all the way to 2024. Basically, in early April 2024, she resigned from Parliament amid revelations that she was under investigation by South Africa's investigating directorate. Reminds me of Kenny Kunene and how he's had to take several steps back. It also reminds me of Police Minister SENZO MEYIWA. On Facebook, I posted a photo of Masemola and the brand new police minister. Head on over to Facebook, check it out over there. I don't want you to miss out on that one. But then at the same time, let's go back here to this case. So what exactly is she charged with? I mean, why did she cry and leave the courtroom? Well, on the 4th of April 2024, Nosiviwe was formally arrested and charged with 12 counts of corruption and 1 count of money laundering. Let me take a little digression here. Anytime I think of her charges, I kind of link it with Paul O'Sullivan and the LV bags that Masemola and Umkhwanazi received from a police supplier. Do you remember that story? Similar story here, but this is not a police supplier, so stay tuned for the details, okay? So Nosiviwe was formally arrested and charged with 12 counts of corruption and 1 count of money laundering related to allegedly accepting bribes while serving as defense minister. She was granted bail and required to surrender her passport. Here are the details, okay? The corruption is alleged to have risen from the relationship with a defense contractor and the owner of Umkhombe Marine. The corruption apparently began when a 104 million rands defense procurement contract was suspended. It's giving, Kat Matlala and the police contract that he had for 300 million rands that was cancelled, and then Jiggy he's in jail. Prison, rather. Simampuro to be specific. But the prosecutors alleged she solicited and received cash kickbacks totaling over 2 million rands between December 2016 all the way to July 2019. There's a saying, right? It says, Ikala kaliboli. Go ahead and translate that in the comment section for my international gang. So the case initially appeared in the Pretoria Magistrates Court, but has since been transferred to the High Court for the pre-trial proceedings. MAPISA-NQAKULA has since secured new legal team. Advocate Cronje Krell is now her new representative, aka she's not on legal aid, aka she's not funded by the state in her legal representation. Oops. The National Prosecuting Authority is weighing whether to prosecute the key witness, in a separate past corruption fraud case that decision could significantly affect the strength and viability of the state's case. So, as of the most recent reports, MAPISA-NQAKULA continues to insist that the charges are politically motivated and is demanding full disclosure of the case docket to prepare her defense. Again, I tied into Debucho Malaka, who says, no, this is politically motivated. I'm a black woman. I'm the only female CEO. This is happening to me because, yeah. And then also as well, so basically that's the background of what's been happening with her case. And then now, she was back in court again this morning. Very, very briefly, very, very brief appearance. But it left her in tears. It left her devastated. So, in today's court appearance, Nosiviwe appeared in the Pretoria High Court. What did I tell you? Judge Ratta's courtroom, okay? Might as well just write that there. The trial, well, again, she has 12 counts of corruption. 12, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 counts of corruption. That's just a lot of counting. Wow. And 1 of money laundering. This trial has been postponed until the 21st of November 2025 to allow her attorney time to consult with her regarding the case docket provided by the state. Also, FYI background information, that courtroom is not going to be available. Okay, so they might as well move it far out because that courtroom is going to be back in session. I'm finally going to answer the question, when are we back in court? When are we back in court? Quick SENZO MEYIWA update. Advocate Ngumalo and possibly Ramusipili and possibly Nisi, because they didn't confirm the last time they were in court, have submitted their arguments for Section 174 application. So right now, it is in the hands of the state, okay? Baloyi has received those applications and him and Sebanda are typing fast and furious, okay? Responses to that. They have to hand those in, I believe, on the 22nd and then, no, on the 18th. Anyway, they're going to hand them in sometime this week. And then from then, after they hand them in, they have 3 days. They allowed 3 days for anyone to respond. But Ngumalo said, I'm not responding. I've made up my mind. I know exactly what I want. And then Jiggy, the 25th, they are back in court. Okay? Write it down. The 25th. Okay? They are back inside Pagati within Judge Ratta's courtroom. Back to this case. Okay. Let's just talk about how many cases are happening. High profile cases. South Africa is literally a movie. Let me know in the comment section if you're also following this case as well. So, the case was postponed to allow her attorney time to consult with her regarding the case docket provided by the state. So they're kind of in disclosure phase, but not really there. So yeah, there's a docketing. They have 26 dockets that they received, so they're still reading through those. The charges and the bail conditions, I've already told you about the charges. So she was charged under the Prevention and Combating of Corruption Activities Act and Protection of Organized Crime. And she's accused of soliciting 4.5 million rands from a defense contractor, of which the state alleges she received 2.5 million rands approximately in cash. Her bail of 50,000 rands has been extended, with conditions such as surrendering her passport and refraining from contacting any state witnesses. It was in this moment that she left the court in tears. I don't know, did she have an international trip planned? Was she just overwhelmed at the humiliation of this whole procedure and that nobody's dropping the case? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.
The request is made by your counsel to have this matter adjourned until the 21st of November 2025.
Kunesicelo esenziwa ummeli wakho ngegqwetha lakuba ityala eli linyanyiswe de bangisa amashumi amabini nge-21 November kulo nyaka sikuwo.
It's now being placed on record that your counsel has received full discovery of the DICA docket, which I'm told that it comprises of 26 Act Labour files, that your council needs to go through it.
Inkundla ke igqitywa kuxelelwa ukuba ngaba ke iinkcukacha zonke igqwetha lakho abanyumeli wakho bezifuna uzifumene le nto bathi ke ngabamakhumsha ke i-full discovery yonke into beyifuna uyifumene kwaye futhi ke bathi phayana ke kune-files ezi-26 anesithandathu ummeli wakho okanye igqwetha lakho elinqwenela uba ngaba ke libonisane lidlane indlebe kunye nawe ngazo.
This was only finished to your council last week.
Konke ukufumene kweveki iphelileyo.
So a further request is made by your council to subpoena bank statements. I don't know whether it's from various banks or it's it one bank institution. So that process is going to take a period of about 6 weeks.
Sinye futhi isicelo ke esenziwa ligqwetha lakho lokuba ngaba ke kufunyanwe iinkcukacha ke zasebank ngabula makhumsha ke i-bank statements ujaji akayazi noba ke ibhenki enye okanye ziibhanki ezahlukahlukeneyo kusini na uthi ke iyonke loo nkqubo leyo ingathatha iiveki ezintandathu.
Council also want to make representations to the National Director of Public Prosecution in relation to all the documents that has been discovered to see whether there is a case or no case for you, or the state should withdraw charges against you.
Okunye ke futhi igqwetha lakho elinqwenela into yoba ngaba likwenze ukuthi ke ligqithise imbalelwano okanye libhalele ke owongamele ezabetshutshisi emveni kokuba ngaba ke ethe wajonga ke ezithukacha ezi azifumeneyo okanye edovetha azifumeneyo ukubona ukuba ngaba ke abezotshutshiso bayaqhubeka okanye bangaqhubeki kusini na netyala eli.
The state is not opposed to such a request.
Mtshutshisi ke okanye abetshutshisi abo baphambi kwenkundla ngoku abasichasanga eso sicelo eso.
I'm also amenable to grant that request.
Nenkundla ke nayo izimisele ayinangxaki okokuba ngaba ke ivumelane neso sicelo eso.
For that purpose, this matter is then adjourned to the 21st of November 2025. It's a provisional date.
Ngenxa yoko okanye ngenxa yezo sizathu inkundla ke izawusekumamisa ityala eli kude ngomhla we-21 kuNovemba idate nje leyana yethukana ngamanye amagama ke idate yokuba ngaba ke kujongwe okanye kulungiswe zonke ezi zinto inkundla ngoku iye yazikhankanya.
The bail is extended on same conditions that will be here on the 21st of November 2025 at 10 o'clock.
Kusengaphandle ke ngebheyili phantsi kwayo imiqathango leya okade kuyimisela ngaphambili ukuba ngaba ke ube lapha ngazo i-21 zikaNovemba kulo nyaka sikuwo.
You understand?
Kuyavakala.
Please take this time and consult with your council.
Iyacela inkundla ngaba ke usebenzise elithuba lokuba ngaba ke udlane indlebe negqwetha lakho.
So that on the 21st of November we have a clear direction.
Ukuze sikwazi uba ngaba ke ngazo i-21 zikaNovemba sazi uba ngaba ke sibheka phi na.
What are judges?
And so with that said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I will surely catch you on my next upload. Bye.